Hey folks, hope you all are doing well. I'm Karan Bandal from Econosite. And in this video, let's talk about how one Indian state from the south is slowly taking over China's iPhone business. That state is Tamil Nadu. And in the process, Tamil Nadu is showing rest of India a way out of the country's core economic challenge right now. Jobs, employment, and that too at scale. Traditionally, as nation states progress economically, the labor force moves from agriculture to manufacturing and then into services. India, for some reason, still has not succeeded in meaningfully expanding its manufacturing sector, even after the economic reforms of the 1990s. The most recent attempt to encourage manufacturing in India goes back to 2014 when the then newly elected Modi government launched Make in India initiative. 8 years hence, manufacturing has stalled at 13% of the GDP, a touch lower than what it was back in 2014. A smaller manufacturing sector equals fewer jobs at a time when India passed China to become the most populous nation. India's working age population is speeding ahead, half of which still depends on small farming. Turning this demographic bulge into demographic dividend or advantage means making India's workers more productive. India desperately needs more skilled jobs, and factory work creates them like nothing else. This is where states like Tamil Nadu offer a potential model for the rest of the country. Look at this iPhone story. In 2019, 99% of Apple's iPhones were being made in China and less than 1% in India. Fast forward just 3 years. In 2023, roughly 13% of world's iPhones were assembled in India. Of that, about 75% were assembled in Tamil Nadu alone. By 2025, a little over 1/4 of all iPhones are expected to come out of the Indian factories. The under construction Foxconn site in Sri Perumbudur in Tamil Nadu offers a glimpse of how these factories may look like. 2 gigantic housing complexes are coming up here. 2 blocks of 13 buildings each, 10 floors per building, 24 rooms per floor. It's massive. The complex will house over 35,000 workers, all women. It's a ready-made scene from Shenzhen or Zhengzhou, the Chinese cities famous for their iPhone production prowess. Did you catch one key detail? The factory housing units will accommodate an all-women workforce. This is our first clue to understand the Tamil Nadu model. Now I understand there are geopolitical factors at play here as Western firms look for alternatives to China, plus the allure of the PLI schemes offered by the current government. But Apple could have just as easily picked one of the other 27 states or 8 union territories of India. Apple and Foxconn picked this state. So what is Tamil Nadu doing differently? For starters, ministers of the state government here boasts of Tamil Nadu's inbuilt advantages like schools, transport, engineering graduates, etc. They state that they chart Tamil Nadu's growth to the growth of Scandinavian countries instead of other Indian states and try to beat it. In other words, they set ambitious growth targets for themselves. They promote the human capital their state has built up, and especially of its women. Many of these women work in formal jobs while few women in other states do. See, Tamil Nadu has a population of 72 million. It accounts for just 5% of India's total population, but of all the factory female employees in the entire nation, a staggering 43% of them work in Tamil Nadu alone. At a national level in India, the overall female labor participation rate is abysmal, roughly 37%, and that's according to rosy figures from the government. For comparison, this number is 67% in the United States and 71% in China. In this context, what Tamil Nadu is doing in bringing more women into formal workforce is commendable. The results are clear for all to see. Parts of Tamil Nadu are already working as industrial champions. A long belt of cars and car part manufacturing stretches down the coast from the capital city Chennai. Coimbatore Valley specializes in die casting and pump manufacturing. There is a knitwear cluster in Tirupur, and the country's biggest maker of matchsticks is in Sivakasi. Tamil Nadu has been able to give rise to a flourishing network of small, medium and large businesses. One of them is Sandcraft Industries in Sri Perumbudur, a company with $5 million in revenue. They make molded plastic parts for a handful of companies that feed the iPhone machine. The plants of dozen other known and rumored Apple suppliers have sprouted in the area along with Samsung, Dell and most other big multinational electronics companies. More than 130 Fortune 500 companies are doing business in Tamil Nadu. There is more to come. Corning, the American glass maker, is setting up a factory that could produce iPhones, Gorilla Glass screens, and Vietnam's VinFast has announced a $2 billion facility to make EVs. Look at the state's GDP. Tamil Nadu is India's second wealthiest state in terms of GDP, Maharashtra being the richest, though Tamil Nadu ranks above Maharashtra in terms of GDP per capita. What's more, Mr. Raja, the state industry minister, isn't stopping at just $1,000 smartphones. His team continues to work to attract more businesses making cheaper things too. About 225 kilometers south of Sri Perumbudur, Nike, Adidas and Crocs footwear are just starting to roll off the lines in Perambalur. In summary, states like Tamil Nadu appear to be driving India's quest to increase domestic manufacturing. I'm no expert in politics of Tamil Nadu, but as far as economic policies are concerned, they are certainly getting some things right. Focus on education, starting from primary schools to graduate schools. Goal setting, focus on infrastructure, treating residents as human capital. More importantly, their ability to bring increasing number of women into formal workforce, making it culturally palatable for women to work even in the rural areas. If other Indian states can follow a similar model, India might just be able to create enough of the skilled jobs that the growing and young population of the country needs. I hope you found this analysis interesting. I'll speak with you again next week. Until then, take care.